Japan, South Korea, and the United States have held a joint naval missile defense exercise to counter North Korea's nuclear and missile threats days after Pyongyang launched an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM. The U.S. has deployed a nuke-armed submarine to North Korea's doorstep for the first time in 40 years, amid fears of an escalation in tension. The platform is USS Kentucky SSBN. The timing is critical here. North Korea announced on the 12th of July that the intercontinental ballistic missile, identified as Hwasong-18, flew for over 70 minutes. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the U.S. has sent a grim warning to North Korea with USS Kentucky. Let's get started.
We are active on Twitter. Follow us there for real-time updates. Link in description section.
This North Korea missile test indicates a potential new phase of confrontation with Washington and its allies. The latest ICBM launch, the country's first in 3 months, flew a distance of about 1,000 kilometers, or 621 miles, and at an altitude of over 6,000 kilometers, or 3,700 miles, for over 74 minutes, according to KCNA. The duration of a missile's flight provides valuable insights into its potential range. North Korea typically conducts missile tests using a highly lofted trajectory, causing them to land in nearby waters, rather than employing a flatter trajectory, which would be more indicative of an actual attack scenario. The missile seems to have the range to potentially strike the continental United States. The recent launch landed in waters near Japan, adding to the escalating tensions. Recently, Pyongyang issued a warning threatening to shoot down U.S. military reconnaissance aircraft involved in what they termed hostile espionage activities near their territory. State-run Korean Central News Agency, or KCNA, reported missile launch was conducted at a grave period when the military security situation on the Korean peninsula and in the region has reached the phase of nuclear crisis beyond the Cold War era, as the U.S. and its vassal forces' unprecedented military provocations against the DPRK have been intensified. Last month, tens of thousands of North Koreans participated in anti-U.S. rallies in Pyongyang, commemorating the 73rd anniversary of the beginning of the Korean War. During the rallies, the demonstrators vociferously criticized the U.S., labeling it as the destroyer of peace and stability on the Korean peninsula. State media reported that warnings of nuclear war were also voiced during the demonstrations. Ohio class was created to be the ultimate nuclear deterrence. While a first strike might wipe out a country's land-based missiles and nuclear bombers, it's very difficult to track a ballistic missile submarine patrolling quietly in the depths of the ocean, and it's almost impossible to take them all out in a first strike. So ballistic missile submarines like Ohio's deter any enemy from launching a preemptive first strike. The Ohio-class submarines are the largest submarines ever built for the U.S. Navy, having a displacement of 16,764 tons. USS Kentucky has a length of 560 feet, or 170 meters, and a speed of around 20 to 25 knots. Being nuclear-powered, it has unlimited range and endurance, limited only by food supplies. Ohio-class submarines come armed with 4 21-inch tubes that can launch Mark 48 torpedoes. Mark 48 torpedo has a range of 50 kilometers or 31 miles. It has a 650-pound or 290-kilogram high-explosive warhead. However, these are intended primarily for self-defense. Ohio's are meant to carry SLBM, or submarine-launched ballistic missiles. The 14 ballistic missile submarines of Ohio class together carry approximately 50% of the total U.S. active inventory of strategic thermonuclear warheads. The first 8 Ohio-class boats were originally built to launch the Trident IC-4 ballistic missile, an advanced version of the earlier Poseidon SLBM. However, by now, all of these are armed with the superior Trident II D5 ballistic missile. Trident II was designed to be more advanced than its predecessor, Trident I. Trident II was put into service in 1990. It has a greater range and payload capacity compared to Trident I. The missile is 13.579 meters in length, 2.11 meters in diameter, and weighs 58.5 tons. It's a 3-stage rocket, each containing a solid fuel rocket motor. It's thought to have an accuracy of 90 meters CEP. Trident II has a range of 11,000 kilometers, or 6,835 miles, and Ohio-class ballistic missile submarines carry 20 of these. Trident II is a multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle, or MIRV missile. Each Trident II can carry up to 14 W-88 475 kiloton warheads, or 14 W-76 100 kiloton warheads. To give the viewer a perspective, the little boy atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima had a yield of 15 kilotons of TNT, and the Fat Man atomic bomb that was detonated over Nagasaki had a yield of 21 kilotons of TNT. A full salvo from an Ohio-class submarine, which can be launched in less than 1 minute, could unleash up to 20 multiple 14, in other words, 280 nuclear warheads. Washington condemned North Korea's missile test. The U.S. National Security Council spokesperson, Adam Hodge, called it a brazen violation of multiple UN Security Council resolutions and needlessly raises tensions and risks destabilizing the security situation in the region. USS Kentucky is a doomsday weapon and can bring about an utter annihilation to American enemies. Rivals of the U.S., including North Korea, are aware of its destructive capabilities. The primary role of a ballistic missile submarine is not to engage in hunting enemy ships and submarines, but rather to maintain a low and stealthy profile, preventing adversaries from tracking their movements effectively. So when the U.S. Navy publishes updates related to its location, it's a deliberate show of force. The presence of USS Kentucky is a warning that can't be ignored by North Korea.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.